Neglected 00 Railway Layout 2025 Episode 8. Tower crane, scaffolding and more. I'll give myself a bit of a challenge because where I'm going to put that new construction work, I would need a tower crane. Using Inkscape, I've done that and it's gone away. So I've done that. And now I'm going to put it on Cricut, on my Cricut machine, and see if it will cut it out for me. It's actually quite fun to watch this, and it doesn't really cut this fast. I've speeded it up, but it's much quicker than cutting it by hand, and I quite enjoy doing the design as well. I'm not sure if that will show up on the screen, but the Cricut has cut out the pieces for my tower crane. Now all I've got to do is what they call weed it. Pick out all the little bits. First I lift it off the mat. See what else comes out. None of it's stuck to the mat, so that's all right. And now start the weeding process. It looks as if some of it might have missed. A couple of pieces there which are a little bit dodgy. It's a very fine cut, this one. And take a fair bit of patience, which, as I've said before, I don't have a lot of. I had to come back with a knife for that one. I did buy what they call a deep cut blade, but maybe I should have tried it with that one. Right, well, I've weeded the best I can out of there for the moment, but these obviously are very, very delicate. And this is the beam that spreads out from the tower crane. So what I've done, I made two of them, and I'm going to stick them together so there's a bit of strength there. I hope there'll be enough. And don't forget, this is going to be just low relief against the background, so it's only going to be like a silhouette. But I'm going to try and glue this together now, and then the little bits that are still in there, when it's a bit stronger, I can poke those out. Hopefully. It's fun. And there's my low relief tower crane, all the bits that came out of it and the tools that I used. I've just got to glue it together and put a balance weight on the back here. And of course I should have said counterbalance weight, and anyway there it is. I'll get that glued on, and then got to paint it, and that will go behind the scene of the new construction work over there. And then I've got to make the scaffolding for the front, and then I can fix it down properly. And my industrial area is coming on slowly. There's the tower crane, but the scaffolding that needs to go along the front here. In the past I have actually made scaffolding with wire, but this wire doesn't solder very well. So I'm going to make it with the Cricut machine and see how I get on with that. I've made an Inkscape design where these are the scaffold poles and these are the scaffold boards. Now the cutting head that I've got in here at the moment is the Cricut standard cut. So I'm taking that out and I'm going to put in this one, which is supposed to be a deep cut, and we'll see what that does. Hopefully it should be Cricut compatible, and we'll see if that will cut deeper through the cardboard which I'm using. So now it's ready to load. I just put that in there, press it up against there, load it. Oh, let's see if this works. And it's telling me to go, so press the go. Now let's see what happens. Oh, it's telling me that it's done, so I'm going to unload and we'll see what we've got. Oh, it looks as if it may have done quite well. So we'll just separate these bits out of here, and then it looks as if I've got some scaffolding. And there's all my scaffolding stuff. Now I've just got to see if I can stick it all together. Oh, this is fun, but I'm getting to grips with the Cricut. Today's task is to try and make this lot into scaffolding along there. I'm going to try it. I don't know whether this is going to work, but if it doesn't, I'll have to try and find some wire that will solder all right. Let's see how I get on with that. Oh, what I'm going to try, I put this piece of masking tape down here, and this is sticky side up, and I've stuck it down at each end. And then I'm going to take these pieces and stick them onto the masking tape in the hope that I'll be able to peel it off afterwards and hopefully glue them together there. We'll see how it works anyway. It was alright in theory, but it's too difficult to get the glue in the right places to put the longitudinal pieces on. And I've come across in my box of bits and pieces, I've come across this, and I'm going to see if that's solderable and make it out of wire instead. I'll go have a go with that. Oh, this is my third attempt at doing the scaffolding. The Cricut machine didn't like the quality of card I was using, and I haven't got anything better. The wire I was going to try and use wouldn't take solder, so now I've taken this plastic sheet and cut some very thin strips off it, and I'm sticking that together, hoping that it will look okay. It's a bit too thick really, but anyway, I'll see what it looks like when I get it up there. And just to remind everybody, that's where it's got to go, along there. So I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see what it looks like. Otherwise, back to the drawing board. And finally, there's the scaffolding and the tower crane. And if anybody's in the construction industry and knows anything about it, before you say anything, I know that a safety officer would have a field day over that scaffolding, but never mind, nothing's going to happen to it there. If it was the health and safety executive, I know what they'd be saying. See him in court, especially over that bloke up there doing a headstand on the end of the tower crane. And the reason that's there is because when I was 21, that's what I did for a bet. I did a headstand on the end of the tower crane, and I won a pint of beer. I've also done a bit more work around the canal basin. I've got this hole here filled in, the wharf along the back there made, and a little tree over on that side there. So We're making progress, but I think that's it for this video. So if you stayed with me this far, thanks for watching. BFN, bye for now. But I do hope you'll come back and see what I get up to next, because I'm working my way down to the harbour area and making the water. I love doing that. Use either toilet paper or kitchen roll. Great. See you then. Bye bye.